Hey everybody, welcome. Welcome. Whatever, we'll figure it out. The Golden Buddha. See that radiant aura of infinite abundance. All that pure golden energy pouring down from the cosmos surrounding you. It's always around you, right at your grasp. All you gotta do is tap in. It's simple. So I kind of want to look at this portal that's coming up. I'm not even joking. I didn't know what we were going to do the reading about, but I'm like, this June 6th, 2022, the 666 portal, like, I really want to look at this. I don't know other people. I really don't care, actually. I don't care to finish the statement. I don't care. It's what I would like to, I swore I hit the daggone thing. Whatever. Ah, okay. All right. First and foremost, right? Hold on. Let me just. No, you're not in harmony, right? And so one of the reasons why I like this cloth so much is because it has all the seven primary chakras. Now, mind you, there are thousands of chakras on the human body, but we won't get into that. These are the primary seven that keep you in alignment and grounded with your higher consciousness and your three-dimensional self. But anyway, let's see what Spirit has to say about this. All right. Wow. I was going to grab something and then they redirected me to the Rumi deck. I appreciate that. I like this deck a great deal. Let me just separate the two sides. Rediscovery. Okay, I like that. That really brought some excitement the moment it came out and I saw what it says. So I feel like with rediscovery, you might find some rediscover old passions, pursuits, things that brought you joy and peace and harmony and balance, things that will bring you into alignment. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. And then trust. Wow. All right. Thank you, Holy Spirit. We popping today. Like she's literally popping. All right. So let us look at that. It's a portal. You see it, right? Look at that. You see it? You see it? It's a portal. Right. So this 666 portal. Um, This is funny. Why waste time chasing after childish trinkets? Your treasure is hiding in plain sight. The moon whispers, the time has come to abandon your sugar addiction. My sweet nectar awaits you in even bitterness. Just gotta trust this process. So even though things might feel a little off at the moment, it's grand design. Trust the process, quite literally. But that's so funny, the whole sugar addiction. I think a lot of folks have been recently turning their time and attention back to what it is that they're putting into their body, all their artificial sources of happiness, right? Because dopamine makes you feel good. And so there's something to that effect. Removing the artificial sources and helping you to rediscover that which is right before you. All right, thank you. Two, we have attachment, longing, and desperation. Uncontrolled feelings, currents of emotions. Ugh. Your personal guides, guardian angels, and spirit family. Then we have prophets and ancient seers, decisions, predictive guidance. Foretold. In the bottom, we have ascended masters, devoted spirits, and with devoted spirits with specific intentions. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna leave that there. The colors throw me immediately. This web that you're breaking through, the darkness, all of that, this eruption. This is foretold. Whatever is to come, right? It was foretold. Your guides are like so excited, like for whatever this is. Your spirit family, very excited. I do feel like I'm getting a very strong sensation that with this 666 portal, the veil, whatever cobwebs that were remaining around your third eye, it goes away. Any sort of barriers that prevented a dampening in any gifts, especially empathy, things of that nature, any of the clairs, any of the extra senses that mankind has been given to again remind them of their connection to source. Okay, right. It's like this mist. It's the mysticism, the mystic within is rising. It's deep, and you got this like this eye sort of structure matrix thing happen. I'm feeling very strong Oracle Delphi vibes. Wow. Okay. Well, okay, it was a terrible pun, but it was unintentional. But I did catch it. Just gotta see, right? Right. You meant to see. I just kind of want to look at a temporary vibration. And my condolences to anyone who has any family in Charleston. I believe it was. There was another incident down there where several young people were injured, maimed, and unfortunately removed from this realm. You know, with the spirit family, right? There could be a lot of shakeups, right? We began this by talking about misalignments and things of that nature, just looking at the frequency of 666. Um, and so, just looking at the information, the intel here, there really could be some drastic upheavals in people's partnerships. People may up and make drastic decisions, like different ones, like a coming together of the heart and the mind. When those two things come into full harmony, boy, you're moving from a completely different space. You're not ruled by one, you're not blocked by the other. You know what I mean? It's like, oh no, no, no. The navigation is completely different because it's coming unified. The major arcana card that correlates to the number six is, of course, the lovers, right? Obvious reference to partnership and marriage and unions of opposite but complementary components. The key word is discrimination. When we discriminate, we set apart and separate in order to see the innate differences between two categories. In this manner, we can tell the true from the false. All creatures, including humans, have their own unique odor. This is especially important in the animal kingdom. Mating, self protection, preservation all depend upon a keen sense of smell. Um, that is clarifaction. That is legit. Some of it's getting stronger. Trust it. Okay. People discriminate through the sense of smell, which is therefore an attribute of key six. Trust it. It's You're gonna think that your sense of smell is just overacted. It's not. This is a beautiful gift coming online, a talent, and it'll key you into things that you might have otherwise overlooked. Whereas sometimes your intuition and your human nature are at odds, right? You want to give someone the benefit of the doubt, although your intuition is like, yeah, nah. But in that moment, you might catch a vibe. It's fleeting. But now you'll have like multiple tiers of confirmation that yay or nay. The astrological correspondence to the number six is Venus and Gemini. Again, going back to the twins, right? Opposites but complementary. It's funny, it literally says Venus seeks to bring together seamlessly opposing factors into harmonious unit. These opposing elements are well represented by Gemini, the twins, which rules the hands, arms, lungs, and shoulders. These are all pairs that must operate in unison if the body is to be well coordinated. We use hands and arms to express love by touching and holding. Many people cannot communicate effectively without the use of their hands. I almost feel like that's a telltale sign. It just by interacting with people of show like if they have a very prominent Venus or Gemini placement, the using of the hand. Some of it's cultural. I know that, like Italians default, like they do the hand thing. Just one culture in particular that is very much known for being um, overtly communicative, using all limbs, everything possible to express themselves. Since Venus gives us the urge to create a peaceful, loving, and comfortable environment surrounded by our family and friends. Number six, individuals are oriented in this direction. Domestic life is your highest priority, and you will find comfort and fulfillment in the home or in home related activities. Your artistic sense is developed through this Venusian symmetry, so you may be active in the arts, fashion, or home decorating. Just the way they're stacked, I'm getting like that Shiva energy with all the arms. Even maybe Kali, I forget the Hindus. It's a lot of them. So in the Lover's card itself, right? The masculine and feminine principles are represented, the positive and negative, right? The male and the female, the subconscious and conscious mind, right? The conscious mind is the male, right? But if you remember the depiction, right, the male looks unto the female energy, the subconscious mind, which in turn looks towards the superconscious, right? This is like I'm learning something in real time, so I'm gonna teach you as I learn. Some of you may know this already, so good shit. It says the tree behind Adam symbolizes the signs of the zodiac. The flames on the left of the tree symbolize the five senses, and those on the right symbolize the body and the original planets. Behind Eve is the tree of knowledge. The serpent in the tree, the Kundalini force, gives them the power to create. All right, I don't know where it caught me off. Like, that's the second time it's shut off, so I apologize. I guess it wasn't meant for y'all to know that. Anyway, it's a realignment. Any blockages that were in place preventing the flow of energy. Some of this I really strongly feel. Um, See all the red energy, like the Kundalini energy was trapped in the lower chakras. It's being released. This is going to be a great ascension. Is really what this is feeling like. A lot of folks will be stepping into brand new gifts and talents. Your spirit guides, like your personal spirit guides, the ones that are always with you, they are like extremely ecstatic right now because it's been a long time coming. You're feeling waves like you're it's almost like as we get closer to this portal you're really like you're it's almost like as we get closer to this portal you're really connected to people, whether you know them or not. That web there, it's these currents of emotions. Like people could by you, and you know what's going on. Like um, your extra senses are really being enhanced. You don't need to control these emotions because they are not yours. Some of the stronger ones are longing and desperation. So those low vibrational energies that cross your path, I mean, they could be within 50 to 100 feet of you and you're going to pick up on it. No need. They're fleeting, they're not yours. I really sense that some of you in a different incarnation, you really were a prophet or a prophetess. You really were a seer. People came to you for your guidance, for your insight to the stars and things of that nature. In a different incarnation, you very well were an ascended master, and for whatever reason, you chose to come back through with specific intentions for um this incarnation, for the people now, the energies now. They must need it. The wisdom that you bring that's been dormant, that's being released. And see, look, talking to an immortal with your eternal spirit, higher self, sacred intuition, like you're going to be allowed to tap back into this. Oh, it's such a beautiful thing. Look at the difference. See how this higher consciousness energy here, same sort of portal energy. So from the root to the um, crown chakra, right? Some of you, your dreams have been getting much more vivid. Vision, intuition, receptivity. Yes, this was your thing. Um, 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 I know Morpheus is the god of dream and slumber. I'm not familiar who the goddess of dreams. Give me a minute. Mari. Seriously, hopes and dreams. Mari is also known as the goddess of dreams, the goddess of hopes, or simply mistress. Appearance. It is believed that Mari has many manifestations as she is present in everything we do or we are. She is the, I thought so, Nyx. Thank you. Okay, that's Greek. Okay. Um the personification of the night itself. She is the daughter of chaos, the place and time that predates creation and represents the what? That's kind of what I was getting with the night sky, more so Nyx energy. But I'm not gonna take away Mari because I feel like a lot of people have the name Maria, like that variation, Marie, Mary, Mari, and so there is a correlation and connection between those. Now, mind you, if Mary birthed the Savior, right, the Son, and from darkness light was born, understand of what I'm talking about and how these stories predate and predate and predate and predate, and they just, you know, each generation, each age is given their own set of people to help them understand the mysteries of the universe. That's all it is. Hold on. She represents the gap between heaven and earth. Right. She appears to exist at the beginning of creation, marking her a primordial entity and not a part of the well-known Olympians. They aren't There aren't many surviving mythology stories that focus on her, yet she's ever present in the backdrop. In Theogony, her home is in Tartarus, the underworld, where she gave birth to all the deities and creatures of the night. We learn in the Iliad that Zeus fears her fury more than anything else. The description of her appearance is elusive, but it is said that she was a shadowy figure, fierce and beautiful, possessing immense power. She was worshipped in the background of other cults. There were statues called night in temples and adjectives given to other deities to allude to Nyx, like Dionysus Nyctellus Nocturnal. Nyx, the first principle. She is the daughter of chaos. She represents the very source of creation. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for giving me that insight before I read it. She sent dreams and prophecies, her sons and daughters, to people and gods like Cronus. Consider the mirror implication for this moment. The night is where reality emerges from. Exactly. Exactly. Thanatos, the god of death. Thanatos is the son of Nyx and the personification of death. He was merciless, feared and hated by mortals and gods alike, yet he was outwitted. Oh, it's deep. It's deep. It's deep. And then Hypnos, the god of sleep, one of the many brothers and sisters of Thanatos, excuse me. I can keep going with that for a long time. Don't mind me. I really do enjoy the mythologies. But this is what it's feeling like. Like, I'm not even joking. I'm not. Like, I keep getting these vibes. Like they keep showing you movies like the Eternals and the Immortals and all of this shit. Like, there's a return. Even Cabin in the Woods, right? Anybody who saw it, they placate them, right? They give them what they want to keep them still, keep them, you know what I mean? When Kronos woke up, he destroyed every fucking thing. You understand? Like, but there are all of these little hints that this age is repeating itself, that it's coming around again, of these creatures that don't really belong. Just look at the size of mankind and how large and tall everybody's getting. That, like, there are certain things waking back up that have been dormant. And many peoples. Yeah, I really, this is pretty, that's a lot of power. Look, it, completion reward is there, the finish line. The, everything you have been going through the duration of your life, this is getting you here to this moment. The alignment, right? Everything was misaligned. This whole portal, from what I'm gathering, is bringing that which was out of alignment into alignment, harmony, balance. This is huge because this gateway, this portal, will allow you to do this and unlock some massive fucking gifts. Like, your sensitivities are gonna be off the chart. Like, just the slightest ripple. Use a bad mamma jamma. Could be male or female. I don't know another adage right now that sounds that appropriate. So no gender bias. Wow. Like, I feel like this been trying to break free and break free and break free and break free. But that's a lot of casting. You see that? Like, it really does feel like a lot of barriers that were placed for you to go through, like a struggle, like a legit struggle was placed upon you to get, either to keep this from happening or keep you from reaching this particular moment, or to help you break through with such gusto and reassurance that you know what the no, like, it's so deep. It's like profound understanding, like unshakable self-truth. Like, I know what the fuck I know. I know what I'm feeling. And like, I just fucking know. Like, maybe you had to get to that place of I fucking know. Like, where you can't be shook. Like, I don't care what you saying. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Cause little birdie told me I know what I know. Something like that. I mean, look, third eye lit, just like, it's crazy. I feel it's just coming in from everywhere. Like whispers in the wind, water gazing, third eye, gut reflex, heart, everything. Like, it's just overwhelming. Just so much sight, so much perception. It's gonna be neat because you're gonna see your guides. Maybe you've been wanting to see your guides. You're gonna see your guides. Yeah, you're gonna see them. You're gonna see the relatives that have been hanging around. Like, this is really neat. Really neat. Like, you will be walking the astral planes. You do it subconsciously now, unknowingly now. This is going to be a very intentional thing. It feels like you've been in the Shadowlands. It feels like you've been in the abyss. You know, you're coming through it. Wow, y'all quiet today. All right, I appreciate it. I do. I really don't feel like the longing and desperation's coming from the collective. I feel like it's coming more so from the spirit side of things. Trying to get you here. Like, it's been a long time coming. I'm not even joking. Like, lots of lessons, lots of blessings, a lot of spiritual battles. Give me one. You're coming into alignment. Just be. I am talking to people who have spent many lifetimes as oracles, prophets, prophetess, high priests, and high priestesses. Okay? That's real simple. I see it. For whatever reason, y'all have made a choice to come back to help this age. Let's look at high priest. Table of contents. I got really lucky on that one. 40. Now, what I like about this deck is that there is both a high priest and high priestess card, but we drew the high priest. So let us look. Recognize that you have power to change your life, face your fear, and align with the light. Exactly. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. Again, confirming that this portal, right? You're about to see very, very clearly all the ways in which you were making errors of your own. This is not about finger pointing or anything like that. You about to see the forest for the fucking trees so clear you could be like, oh, well, that's a patch. That's a thicket. That's a thing. Like, it's about to get real crystal clear for you. Like, you've been able to shine this light on others, and you'll continue to do that, but you will be shining a light onto your own um areas that need work. Again, all the things that have been obscured, and for whatever reason, it says in many traditions, the high priest is the physical embodiment of the divine masculine. He acts as the bridge between worlds and is able not only to divine the future, but to help create it too. Wow. So we got the goddess of dreams and the divine math. Right. Isn't that interesting? He helps create, right? From the abyss, the night, right? The sky itself, from the darkness, creation, from the light. Wow. So in a very, very spiritual way, I am looking at the masculine and feminine principle coming together out of their shadows, out of their misalignments through this next portal. Pretty dope. He may be a leader in his spiritual tradition or in pagan traditions, be second to the high priestess, but he is always spiritually connected and disciplined, with great respect for his creator and particular practice and his particular practice. Okay. In a reading, this card can represent a spiritual figure, leader, or teacher in your life, or an aspect of your path that has led you to where you are today. Now, they're reminding you no matter what your gender, right? It doesn't matter, right? Because most people who have been hanging through the evolution of this channel and the spiritual journey, we're well beyond the courtship, if you will, of the masculine, the twin flame journey. You are your own twin because of the principle of the yin and yang. One cannot exist without the other. So no matter what, you are always going to be your own twin. Okay? That's just how it is. Like, you have both. Even if the other half never fuses, you still carry that principle. You still carry that spark, that seed within, and vice versa. So no muss, no fuss. Okay. Extended message. You are a bridge between heaven and earth, and it's important for you to know that you are more powerful and connected than you may think. Everything you are giving attention and energy to at this time is creating your way forward. There have been some setbacks, but accept that these are experiences that have led you into a deeper understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you are being guided by your ancestors to direct your thoughts and energies towards what you want to grow, heal, and expand. And and then watch it happen right before your eyes. Exactly. Oh, it's so beautiful and so consistent. I'm excited. I don't know about y'all, but I'm very much looking forward to this energy. To my spirit guide, like, yes, Jesus, yes, 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 finally, finally, finally. I started hearing it's been a long, what is that? A long, cold night. Was that Avril Lavigne? Was that her song? Something like that. Wow. 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 Right. You're about to truly tap in and rediscover who you truly are. That veil is done. You are powerful. And if you don't believe it, then you probably shouldn't be here, because my job is partly to make you feel so spectacular about yourself that you can accomplish anything. You know, it's just one of those things that's in the highest vibrational alignment for yourselves and the planet, the collective consciousness, the spirit. It's the Horus energy. I gotta look at that because I don't know, but the bird is important. Stop. Wow. Okay. So again, going back, confirming this energy directed towards the sky, right? Horus, who has many functions, most notably the god of kingship, right, and the sky. He was worshipped from the late prehistoric Egypt until the Ptolemaic kingdom in Roman Egypt. Okay, so it says the pyramid texts describe the nature of the pharaoh in different characters as both Horus and Osiris. The pharaoh as Horus in life became the pharaoh as Osiris in death, where he was united with other gods, new incarnations of Horus. Hold on. Wow, y'all, this is so deep. Opposite energies that are complementary. Life and death, opposite energies but are complementary. Dang. New incarnations of Horus succeeded the deceased pharaoh on earth in the form of the new pharaohs. So the circle of life. Again, looking at the portal energy on the trust card. Wow. Sky god. Since Horus is said to be the sky, he was considered to also contain the sun and the moon. Wow. See, look, we see the moon. The high priest represents masculine energy. That would be the sun, the coming together. So there must be another eclipse coming. Hold on. Ooh. We had the solar eclipse. Excuse me, the lunar eclipse on May 16th. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking. Ooh. I'm not seeing one. It just gave me this this sort of inclination about the eclipses, how they come together in this moment of harmony and balance. But anyway, hold on. Egyptians believed that the sun was his right eye and the moon his left eye, and that they traveled the sky when he, a falcon, flew across. Later, the reason that the moon was not as bright as the sun was explained by a tale known as the contendings of Horus and Seth. In this tale, it is said that Set, the patron of Upper Egypt, and Horus, the patron of Lower Egypt, had battled for Egypt brutally, with neither side victorious until eventually the god sided with Horus. As Horus was the ultimate victor, he became known as Horra, or Horus the Great, but more usually translated as Horus the Elder. In the struggle, Set had lost a testicle and Horus's eye was gouged out. Horus was occasionally shown in art as a naked boy with a finger in his mouth, sitting on a lotus with his mother, in the form of a youth. Wajet was the solar deity, which later began being seen as the symbol as her all-seeing eye. Let me fuck around and find out that the Masons have been worshiping the divine feminine in plain sight, but nobody ever said nothing. Let me fuck around and find out. I feel like that's what I just read. I really do feel like that's what I just read. That the whole cap, right? The whole bit of missing information was right before your very eyes. It's like, nah, if you do a little research and find out what represented what, oh, okay. But again, a principle of yin and yang, because you see how the solar deity is feminine? Yo, it gets deep, convoluted and deep. Anyway, wow. Mm. Quiet as it's being kept, a lot of enlightenment comes with this portal. That this is the actual representation of the transmutation of the energy rising. When the serpent is placed at the top, at the crown, right? We were talking about the Kundalini energy being locked, trapped in the lower chakras, right? But once it's fully released and allowed to activate and flow upward, it should be able to sit here at the crown in true communion with Source, being able to ascend continuously. See the wings? As above, so below, being able to flow the energy up and down, being able to see between realms, worlds, and dimensions. Like manifestation, falcons are fast. So understand that this is rapid manifestation once this energy has been able to flow back to where it belongs. Now, the more and most skillful practitioners of the ancient orders, the Kundalini energy, the double serpents, they rise up and down. You're able to utilize, transmute. You can create from any energy vortex, but you know how to do it. If you're new, if you just allow the energy to rise, to ascend, I would not play with the lower vortexes for quite some time. It's mastery. Anyway, just saying. Wow. This is cool. This is so cool. This is so cool. I forget which cartoon character that is. South Park. It's fucking Cartman. So cool. So cool. Yeah, thank you. Y'all funny. They said you want. I knew it was a cartoon. Wow. Are y'all seeing this? Are y'all really seeing this? And it's funny, right? Because oh, the gas when they went and found the cave, because they know where it is, the Oracle Delphi. What they found is that the cave itself allow ether, like inert gases, to seep up from that environment. So they thought she was high. They was trying to chuck it all up. No, she wasn't connected to source. She wasn't this. They wasn't that. So you got people trying to, like, oh no, you use substance. No, 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 no. You are just connected to the ethers, to the cosmos, to the great beyond, to the abyss, to realms and beings beyond their perception. But I do feel like people gonna be like, because there are people who do use substances. And listen, ain't my business. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. I'm literally all right. So I don't remember people doing, like, I saw it on TV. Anybody ever watch Crooklyn? Remember, like, Spike Lee and the Bull, they had a huffing problem. Like, them niggas was huffing glue. But it's something like that. Like, it's some. I see a plate. I see vapors. Could be meth. I don't know. I don't know your business. But somebody does use. When I feel like aromatherapy would do just as much. Mm. Anyway, that's just what I'm seeing. I feel like a sweat lodge would be very effective right now. If you get an opportunity to do that, you should make your own. Fuck, go in your bathroom, just seal it up, steam it out, make a sweat lodge or something. But you need to. I mean, I don't like to give advice, but I've been able to induce this state with blankets. Just saying, at your own risk, okay? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just sometimes I was a youth when I did this. It was the middle of the summertime, and I don't know, I wasn't very supervised growing up, but I just remember grabbing all these blankets and, like, sitting on my bedroom floor and wrapping myself in them. And I fell asleep. When I woke up, I was drenched in this state of delirium, but I had the most vivid dreams and visions. And so there are ways of clearing your senses and your systems without foreign substances. But this would be a good, like, a banya or something like that, a steam room where they use, like, eucalyptus, something like that would be helpful. But please don't use harmful substances. And for some of you, you need to make sure you can identify. Oh God, okay, thank you, Spirit. You need to make sure that whatever they're putting in that to create is safe. I'm getting toxins or something about toxins. Like, some leaves are good, some are bad. Like, you got to look through whatever this is. I don't know. That's so strange. Yeah, this could be an initiation for some. I'm looking at this serpent on the shoulder. I had got that before Order of the Snake. I don't know who these fucking people are. Oberus, or probably saying it wrong. But since I got my laptop, let's look. Y'all not gonna fucking believe this. Y'all not gonna believe this. Y'all not gonna believe this. So when I typed in Order of the Snake, a bunch of the Egyptian gods and goddesses popped up. Right? Hold on. Thank you. I'm so glad I got the Horus page still loaded. Right. So remember I was just saying why G was the solar deity, and we started talking about the all seeing eye and shit like that. Right. Wow. So Sobek, Tararet, Watwit, Anubis, Mahes, Kunum. Excuse my pronunciations. I'm trying. Okay. Capri, Serket, and Nekbet. Those are all the Egyptian deities that are associated with the Order of the Snake. So they are classified into two, or like two divisions, right? So you got the reptiles, and you got snakes and lizards. And honestly, when you look at the deities from the Egyptian pantheon, they all do. There's like crocodiles and lizards and references like that. Very beastly drawings. Not all of them are like hybridized where they're human bodies and animal heads. Some of these are like animals, just full out erect standing animals. This is crazy. Squamata. It says all snakes and lizards are in the order of Squamata, the brotherhood of snakes. Yo, this is crazy. Now, just on some scientific genus and things like that, they really are considered Squamata, like class reptilian, animal kingdom. Anyway, and isn't it funny that Marvel just did that new series involving the Egyptian gods and deities, and the most destructive one that was like on some other shit beyond my eye, right? Was the crocodile one. Told you they be trying to bring about the wrong shit, trying self-fulfilling prophecies. They say some shit, write it. A lot of these orders are so old, right? They'll find an old text and be like, well, we gonna do this. Like, it's a lot of false flag sort of activities with these sorts of groups. Wow. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they ingest stuff. Making me think about, when Moses with Pharaoh was like, when the bull turned the staff into a snake and shit, and God told Moses, like, we could do that too. Watch this too. And so, you know what I mean? It's taken me that far back to the time of Moses, and whatever Pharaoh was like that far back. And what's funny is that anybody can build a personal relationship with the divine. Anybody can do it. Anybody. Just talk to them, right? But then you have people who had learned the secrets of the universe, if you will, how it all works, right? And they hoarded this information, utilizing it for their own personal gain. And it's just so interesting because I've counseled this years before about the difference between chosen alchemists, you know what I mean? And then those who have learned to conjure via text. There's something about innate opposed to learned. Someone who claims to be of royal heritage, and then those who truly are. Interesting. Hmm. I really am getting like this because the Merkaba is Cancerian energy, right? Right. Cancer season's next. So this is all like a lot of people are not very skilled at being able to read their own birth charts. Keep trying though. But there is something in your birth chart where this is also reminding me of the wheel, the zodiac wheel. So let me see. We are the sun enters Cancer on the solstice on the 21st. Okay. Wow. Ha! Okay. They brought my eyes right to it. Right to it, y'all. Check this shit out the day before the summer solstice. On the 20th. Look. The moon goes into the void at 11:11 p.m. Fourth quarter moon phase starts at 11:11 p.m., right? The moon and the sun hit a square at 11:11 p.m. We were just talking about the masculine and feminine, how the night sky in ancient Egyptian whatever contained the sun and the moon, right? Okay, so now we have found the day. We have found the day and the time where this happens. Now, what's funny is that I could tell you all this, and I know there's going to be a bunch of fucking people that's going to be trying to do whatever they think they can do to try to continuously to block, but they can't. They can't. They've been cut off. They don't have the juice. Currents of emotion, the flow is over. They're not going to be able to harness the juice required to get this, like to do whatever they're trying to do. So I don't mind reading so deeply at this particular moment. You know what I mean? Because there's no possibility of impact. I'm just telling you because I kept seeing the sun and the moon and it reminded me of the wheel. So the the time and the day and all of that, it matters. So this is very specific dealing with this portal. And that's why they said don't make rash decisions, right? Because it happens on the 6th, but it's going to take about another 12, 13 days before it something transitions. And it's funny because it's the day after Father's Day. Again, referencing that masculine principle right before we close out Gemini season, right? We're talking about Gemini and Venus, right? Okay. Balance. It's always about balance, guys. So that, oh, excuse me. Remember, we were talking about the Lover's card and about opposite energies attracting that work and cohesion, right? Opposite, but they work well together. Opposite but complementary. And so again, the sun and the moon entering a square, it probably will work. And let me see, the moon will enter Aries about a half hour later. So, and it's funny, by the time the sun enters Cancer, right, fourth house, very maternal, loving energy, the moon will be in Mars. So ever present, this balance, ever present. That you're going to start to notice this trend with the transits. Opposite but complementary. So over the hump of the year, where things seem more in friction than fluid. Yeah. So cool. It's cool, man. It's cool, man. It's cool, man. All right. I think I'm going to end it here. I don't think I actually need to say anything else. I think we're good with that. I like the way the oracle the cards are. You know what I mean? Tarot can leave so much interpretation because of the different suits. Um, so unnecessarily choppy. Redirection about things that are not necessarily important, although entertaining. And just as I was saying that, look, it was 11:11. Now it's 11:12. At least where I am. Ah, still 11:11 on one of my clocks. Just confirmation. Just beautiful, beautiful confirmation about what's coming up, about how this portal may impact you all. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for watching. Support the channel any way you see fit. We only accept high vibrations around these parts. Anything other than will be sent back with a lot of velocity and force. Thank you. Be well. Be blessed. Bye.